guys, you're listening to Chha the podcast, and today we have.
Namaste, I'm
Hi.
Lorina.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
And this one is another collaboration with blinkventures.com.
So bro, it's kita full full.
Chha the blinkventures.com.
Yes.
Episode number 3.
Yes. Oh, some of it. All right. Thanks so much. All right. Anyways, man. So Chha the.
Chha the. So I want to start with a story, with my personal story, where when my mom was here, I mean, she used to, gift knitted items like Sansan sweaters, topi or socks or whenever there was a newborn in the family. And then when I was looking after Ajiko website and Instagram and everything, I was like, wow, I mean, I would have sent her to you guys to basically, work on a certain amount of products for Ajis. So sadly, she's not here with us anymore, but still, come on. The spirit of giving, the spirit of knowing your makers through Ajis has been amazing.
Yeah.
Looking at, superficially at that, and at the same time, Ajis also has a podcast called Ajis Podcast, available in every podcasting programs.
Yes.
Oh, so now, yeah.
Yes.
Apple,
So
Google,
so I was like searching हैन Ajis podcast भनेर YouTube मा सर्च so obviously YouTube मा यसो हेरेँ मैले तर त्यहाँ थिएन रहेछ. So it was on Google Podcast,
Apple
Spotify
Podcast,
and Apple.
Spotify, and you can listen directly on our website.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now, so I usually यस्तो राम्रो story भन्ने हैन, just to add on the Ajis. So अलिकति for the listeners itself, उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ what is Ajis? What is हुन्छ नि के हो त्यो concept of Ajis भन्ने साममा?
So Ajis products भनेर चाहिँ we are a social enterprise. And हाम्रो mission basically is to empower the elderly community to live healthy, happy lives. And यो कसरी गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि we have 3 objectives. First one saying we harness उहाँहरुको skills, and knowledge and help them to make marketable products, And second is we document उहाँहरुको stories, उहाँहरुको legacy in forms of podcast, हाम्रो Ajis podcast, as well as blogs, because they have so much experience, the wisdom, life stories that हाम्रो generation can learn from and take inspiration from. And third saying we try to bridge the bond between the two generations, elderly and the younger generation, because कति त्यो interaction पनि कम भइसक्यो, and then the empathy towards each other, So we do intergenerational activities where we try to bring the two generations together. So that's basically what we do.
कस्तो intergenerational what kind of activities are those?
So for example, एउटा त भयो in terms of podcast नै हैन, when we try to work with an elderly with on our podcast, we work also with the younger person, के उहाँको नाति छोरा छोरी or whoever, because they will help us bring out the story because they know better उहाँहरुको हजुरआमा हजुरबुवाको बारे. Second is like अब makers नै भनौं हैन, तपाईको आमा बुवा whoever wants to be a maker, the focal person has to be the younger person, because that's how they हुन्छ नि work together with the elderly to design the products or do the हुन्छ नि calculations, everything, accounts all. And third saying we do workshops, like अस्ति भर्खर हामीले yomari making workshop गर्यौं. These traditional skills that are बिस्तारै dying, they're being forgotten, we try to bring it back and then help the younger people learn from the elderly, the masters themselves. And we also did knitting and crochet workshops. So these workshops where they can learn from each other, we try to organize that.
Nice. Does make sense, because I don't know if from our generation anyone knows how to make a yamari.
I do.
Okay.
I learned from
I
my
get to
grandmother.
do now.
I learned from my
Exactly.
grandmother.
So maybe I missed out on that part. Point.
Okay, so yes, let's go back. Now let's go to a little serious topic.
Also.
अलिकति serious.
Okay.
तपाई पहिला INGO मा काम गर्नु भयो.
हजुर.
हैन. अनि त्यहाँबाट एकैचोटी you have a homegrown business, right?
हजुर.
And plus you do not have prior experience towards basically doing a business.
Well, yeah,
right?
you can say that.
So त्यो एउटा leap of faith भन्ने कि त्यो एउटा हुन्छ नि, from not knowing anything, from a different background to working and starting your own business, how was everything? How was the ground reality? How did you take it all?
Okay. So first of all, the एकैचोटी थिएन. So मेरो INGO, NGO, like development sector मा I've been working for quite some time now. अनि अहिले पनि म थोरै कन्सल्टेन्सीहरु गर्छु. So it wasn't like immediate मैले ल आजको आजै भोलि म छोड्छु भने यस्तो गरेको पनि हैन. I put in a lot of thought to it, and looking at basically how it Aujis evolved, because market test everything, and then त्यसरी सुरु भयो कि and then I decided, okay, it's time that I step a little bit out of the daily work that I was doing to give it a bit more time and effort on Aujis भनेर त्यसरी भएको. And with regard to business background, yes, well, I didn't have like business गरेको थिएन मैले कहिले पनि, but well, just you learn as you go, because when you want to do something you learn on the job, or you know, चाहेपछि सिकिहालिन्छ कि. For example, the business skills and everything पनि बिस्तारै सिक्यो. And then I have मेरो co-foundersहरू, my husband who's into the business sector and all, and my sister and all, so त्यो भयो. And then you learn, and I took a course business को यताउता. So also like with regard to podcasting my experience थिएन, but then I learned how to edit and all. So you basically learn as you go. When you want to do it, you learn to do it.
Just to add on that, obviously you started like reading, I'm studying business or whatever, you had a partner who was a bit into a business or all, but as in an individual level, in a personal level, what made you keep awake for the night? I think I'm gonna do this. Emotionally, I'm sure it was a lot of things, something that you want to do, but
how you started,
just that leap of faith जुन आयुषले पनि भने नि, just that you said कि you not एकैचोटि चाहिँ गर्नु भयो नि तपाईले हैन, तर I'm sure there was one day that one moment that you felt like हैन अब चाहिँ म गर्छु के. I'm sure there was a lot of emotions going on. So what kind of emotions were there? कस्तो खाले emotion थियो that you went through?
So when I started Aujis, I didn't start with the intention that अब म एउटा business सुरु गर्छु, or अब म एउटा entrepreneur हुन्छु भनेर त्यसरी सुरु गरेकै हैन कि. So I started to solve a problem, and that's what I like to tell fellow entrepreneurs पनि. Like मैले चाहिँ मेरो हजुरआमालाई देखेँ बच्चै बेलादेखि how she loves knitting, हैन, तर उहाँको knit गरेको मोजाहरू चाहिँ अब धेरै अब डिस्ट्रिब्युट मात्र गर्दाखेरि त्यसको भ्यालु जस्तो घटिरहेको जस्तो देखेँ कि. But then when she knits, she's always very happy in her own happy world and all. So I basically started Aujis to help her to sell those products and be recognized for the skills that she has, and also make some money. And eventually I thought like I opened it up to other elderly makers as well. So त्यसरी सुरु भएको. And then I used to see, it used to bother me, यो किन सित्तैमा बाँडिरहेछ, or धेरै आफूसँग पनि 10-12 वटा मोजा भइसकेपछि त you would feel like त्यति भ्यालु हुँदैन नि त सित्तैमा आएको सामानको am 10 वटा जोड. So it used to bother me always. तर eventually बिस्तारै I thought, okay, अब चाहिँ के गर्नु पर्यो हैन भने, because you see it, I was very close, I am very close to my grandmother. So त्यसरी सुरु भएको, okay, not like overnight.
Right. I was listening to there was a Aujis podcast हैन, so I think I was listening to the first episode wala, and really to is an हजुरबा, I think it was one of the
he's 87,
and he was Devanand भनेर बोलाउँछ रे उहाँलाई हैन, and it was really nice listening to that, okay. So he was very raw हैन, मज्जाले. It felt like I was listening to I miss my grandma के त्यो बेला के, because मेरो हजुरआमा इभिनिङ बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ she used to talk about महाभारतको स्टोरी भन्नुहुन्थ्यो, मलाई भगवानको स्टोरी भन्नुहुन्थ्यो हैन, राति बस्दाखेरि इभन आफ्नो स्कुल पछि आएपछि हुन्छ नि. So it was really nice के, it was really sweet, and that is something that I would want to do in future के. हिसाबमा खाली थियो podcast चाहिँ. So that was really nice. I think the emotions and the human factor is, I think, the biggest strength. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that podcast पनि it didn't start like तपाईँ अघि मैले सोधे, so it didn't start overnight. Okay, अब म podcast सुरु गर्छु भने त्यस्तो भएकै हैन कि. So makersहरुसँग भेट्दै गयो Aujis सुरु गर्दाखेरि elderlyहरुसँग हैन. Also मेरै बाजेसँग, when you spend more time, you realize that they have so many stories and they want to share. हुन्छ नि. अनि मेकर्सहरुसँग जाँदाखेरि पनि भेट्न जाँदाखेरि पनि अब 1-2 घण्टा यस्तो certain time राखेर जान्थ्यो, but अब we used to end up staying longer than we had planned, हैन, किनभने उहाँहरुको आफ्नो स्टोरी भन्न मन लाग्छ हैन. So त्यो भएपछि such interesting stories, and that I was inspired. I used to think about, and I got कति धेरै inspiration, motivation, and these stories that you've never heard, that you'll probably never live these experiences, हैन. The very first episode मा मेरो बाजे, so ele pani जाँदाखेरि his favorite thing to talk about is his Lhasa journeys. त्यो
Lhasa
बेलाको
one, yeah.
हैन अब त्यो बेला Lhasa जाँदाखेरि कस्तो कस्तो डिफिकल्टी थियो 1 महिना लगाएर जानु पर्थ्यो के खानु पर्थ्यो and he was very detailed about it. So तर हाम्रो जमानामा we have no idea how that was. Second episode मा मैले अघि भने जस्तो त्यो 1950s को entrepreneur दिलरत्न शाक्य and how entrepreneurship was back then, what people had to go through. So these stories we thought okay अरू generation को अरू मान्छेहरूले पनि सुन्नु पर्यो हामीले मात्र हैन. So that's like how कसरी गर्ने त भन्दा okay let's think about podcast भने त्यसरी it evolved.
Also now let's talk about भन्छ नि बिजनेसमा भन्छ नि फेक इट टिल यु मेक इट भन्छन्. हाउएभर अजिज इज कम्प्लिटली डिफरेन्ट. इट्स सो जेन्युइन. सो प्रडक्ट्स हेर्दा वेबसाइट हेर्दा कस्तो जस्तो फिल आउँछ कि लाइक सो वार्म. सो हाउ डिड यु गो अहेड अन द्याट? किनभने still in business schools we learn like you have to fake it till you make, you have to be a certain type until you reach that set ladder and then you go like hey, okay now I can be myself.
Really? Which business school did you go to?
Let's talk about one of the best business schools in Nepal.
Really? Because honestly I don't really know what that phrase means, fake it till you make it, because I really don't believe it. Because kasto bhane especially in startup world ma हैन there's a very high chance you will not make it. Like you know it's a very difficult. So you don't want to like fake it. You know, so I would say like you just have to focus on making it, and so until you make it, don't fake it. You know, so अनि अजिजमा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भने हामी like you said it's genuine because हाम्रो focus is the makers. हाम्रो objective is to help elderly हुन्छ नि be empowered to live healthy happy lives. And that is the focus. And त्यो कसरी जाने भने त्यसमा focus भइरहेको हुन्छ on the makers, on the elderly community. So there is no way we can fake it, and I don't think anyone should fake it.
Yeah, right. Take it out.
So let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Right? Okay, so challenges of being a woman in business. It's one of the biggest elephants in the room that people don't really talk about. So
Sadly.
के लाग्छ तपाईलाई अब पढ्ने अनुसार चाहिँ how is it? How was your take on the whole
as a
business?
woman entrepreneur?
Yes.
अहिले when you see Nepalमै पनि there are many. I'm really happy that there are many up and coming and established women entrepreneurs. And it feels very good that अब यो सेक्टरमा पनि women बिस्तारै आउँदैछ. They're making their mark, they're making their stand. And it gives a lot of hope and it gives a lot of strength. अनि yes, I think women as a woman पनि मलाई अब अरूलाई पनि धेरै भयो होला हैन. मेरो पर्सनल एक्सपिरियन्स भन्नुपर्दा aggressively नभए पनि as a woman I did experience some difficulties. For example, एक त when I said I'm going to start this भन्दाखेरि धेरै सिरियसली नलिदिएको जस्तो हुन्छ नि. Maybe womenहरूले entrepreneurship गर्दाखेरि maybe it's a side business or a hobby हैन त्यस्तो लिएको जस्तो मलाई चाहिँ फिल भयो हैन. And plus as a woman हाम्रो सोसाइटीमा कस्तो हुन्छ भने even before I was married and when I look at मेरो friends and cousins and all, the first question everyone wants to like ask them is अब कहिले बिहा गर्ने त? Is as if like a woman's destiny, or as if a woman true goal is to get married, to settle down, to have kids and all. But no one really asks अब तिमी कुन आइडियामा काम गरिरहेको छौ त हैन, अब तिम्रो बिजनेस कस्तो भइरहेछ त, or तिम्रो सोशल एन्टरप्राइज कस्तो भइरहेछ त, contrary to what they ask अरू men लाई भनौँ न. So it's like society has not really accepted fully women entrepreneurs because they still see them as only homemakers. Only, but then we women can entrepreneurship ma aunदाखेरि we can do better, or even like हुन्छ नि. You need to realize that हाम्रो goal is not just to get married, because बिहा गर्नु अगाडि really like any social event मा जाऊ, any उसमा जाऊ, अब कहिले त मात्र हुन्थ्यो कि. It's kind of annoying.
I guess the question is more like बच्चा कहिले त होला.
Okay, so wait, on that note, right? So shameless promotion number 1. We have a podcast called बिहा कहिले गर्ने त बाबु. Please go listen to it.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for the plug-in.
Yes. Okay. So now another question.
So like I'm going back to the how you started this one. Obviously I think the first customers, the first maker of आफ्नै हजुरमा when you explain कि हजुरमा अथवा हजुरबा म यो गर्न आँटेको, how was their response? I think because the most important response was from them, I think, rather than anyone else, right? Because they were the main core भनौँ न त. So what are the reaction about उहाँले के भन्नुभयो, कसरी चाहिँ हुन्छ नि?
Yeah, like you rightly said, Aji's soul, the core, our makers, our elderly community, not just makers, the podcast guests, everybody, the community of the elderly. And I would like to share by the beginning देखि नै कि मेरो हजुरआमाबाट स्टार्ट गरेको भयो नि त हैन. मैले उहाँलाई भन्दाखेरि नि अलिकति हेजिटेन्ट हुन्थ्यो कि उहाँले भने हे नाइ हुन्छ नि के भन्छ अरूले लाइक अब यो उमेरमा काम गरेर खानु पर्यो छोराछोरीले हेरेन कि हैन ओर लाइक मेरो मोजा कसले किन्देला अब यो यतिकै बनाएको मोजा एन्ड अल द्याट डाउट्स एन्ड taboo related. It took some time to convince her, not a lot, but then हुन्छ नि अब यस्तो हुन्छ भनेर भने eventually she really हुन्छ नि got excited about the whole idea because first मा ल म अलिकति बेच्दिन्छु and let's see भनेर भयो हैन. अनि किन्देपछि त उहाँको चमकै अर्को हुन्छ नि. She had not thought, number one, that people would buy it हैन. अब यतिकै घरमा बसिरहेको गरेको, she didn't know the worth of her product or her skill or her value, her experience, everything. So किन्दियो भनेपछि त उहाँ she was so excited, she didn't believe it हुन्छ नि किन्दियो भनेर. So त्यहाँदेखि जर्नी सुरु भयो कि उहाँको. Now when I look at my grandmother पहिला र अहिलेको, there's a drastic change. I'm so happy because पहिला अब उहाँ नेपाली, I mean नेपाली पनि धेरै बोल्नुहुन्न, धेरै बाहिर इन्टरेक्सन पनि गर्नुभएको थियो. She's always within the family and everything. अहिले हेर्दाखेरि आफै फोन गरेर भन्नुहुन्छ ल यो महिना मेरो कतिवटा मोजा बेच्यौ त. And then she goes around आफ्नो कजन्सहरूलाई हुन्छ नि आफ्नो एजको वुमेनहरूलाई पनि ए तिमीलाई पनि कति बनाउँछ तिमी पनि आउन लाइक हुन्छ नि. she's like endorsing and then she's very happy. अहिले कतिवटा अर्को भने नि अहिले उहाँ मात्र होइन अरू मेकर्सहरू पनि they have been featured on many media कि BBC, नेपाली टाइम्स, हिमालय टाइम्स, NTV हैन everything. अनि when you look at the happiness of glow in their face when they're recognized media and all, it's just like it feels very good because they're really happy.
Nice.
Also because you can see the slow change of the society every time. Even when I talk to my grandparents, the first question they always say is samaj lekhi.
Yeah.
I mean also because we come from a community where we have to kind of show off and stuff like this and that. Let's not go deeply into it, but however by looking at all these things, that is the first thing that everyone will say. Like maybe someone if someone passes their SLCs, they say कि grandson granddaughter तिमीले हाम्रो इज्जत हाल्दियौ है भन्ने त्यस्तो कुरा आउँछ कि हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा.
बिकज उनीहरूको त इन्भाइरोमेन्ट त्यही थियो नि त. त्यो ग्रोमा अब हाम्रै आमाबाउ हामी जति वी ट्राइङ टु बी भेरी प्रोग्रेसिभ ब्याक इन द माइन्ड वी आर स्टिल अलिकति छ क्या. झन् हजुरमाको हजुरबाको एज कुरा झन् त्यो झन् एभ्रीबडी वाज सो त्यो झन् त्यहाँ त अभियसली भएन त्यो त.
एन्ड देन मेरो हजुरआमा अहिले when I ask her अब मान्छेले के भन्ने त्यो मान्छेले के भन्यो भने के भन्छ भने I was very happy with her answer. She's like जेसुकै भन्नुहोस् म त एकदम ह्याप्पी छु लाइक आजकल त म टिभी पनि हेर्दिनँ अनि यो मोजा बनाएर बस्छु नाना थरीको गफसफ यताउता गसिप पनि गर्नु पर्दैन. And she was very happy and other makers are saying that too. So it's sort of like empower themselves also to come हुन्छ नि.
अन्त लाइक यस्तो फेरि हजुरआमा सर्टेन एज पुगेपछि if you just stay back home झन् हेल्थ बिग्रिन जान्छ क्या.
Yes.
If you are unoccupied, the mental केमा चलिरहेको हुन्छ हैन. So I think it's really good.
There's a lot of health benefits to it.
Exactly. I'm sure.
Mentally, of course, because त्यो generation को उहाँहरु they're quite lonely. हुन्छ नि हामीलाई हेर्नु न we're so busy. We can't really spend a lot of time with them. But they have found something that they can focus themselves on, their passion, हैन. अनि त्यो भएपछि they're really हुन्छ नि into it. It's a very positive and physically पनि उहाँहरुको mind, उहाँहरुको हात खुट्टा चल्दाखेरि it's त्यो एजको physical fitness पनि त्यसमा attached हुन्छ. So there are a lot of health benefits.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
अरु के छ? अरु अब त्यही कुरामा sorry, I usually last question. Is this the last question, bro?
I don't know. Your choice.
Just कि अब हुन्छ नि because जे भने पनि हैन जस्तै अब आइसीमा दाइहरु कुराहरु गर्छन् त दाइहरुको बडाइबडीले पनि कम्युनिटी अब अल आर लाइक बिजनेस माइन्ड मान्छेहरु छ. And their main like the main के भन्छ लाइक the question that arises in my life पैसा कमाउँछ र भन्ने छ क्या. पैसा कमाउनु इज अ सेकेन्डरी थिङ यसमा त सस्टेन हुन गाह्रो हुन्छ फर कम्पनी लाइक दिज लाइक हुन्छ नि सोसियल एन्टरप्राइजहरूलाई इट्स भेरी डिफिकल्ट टु सस्टेन एट सर्टन लेभल होइन अनि जहाँ चाहिँ अब आई नो द वर्ड इज भेरी रुड इन अ वे बट द वर्कर्स मेकर्स भन्छ नि हामी तर मेन कोर अफ द एसेट भनेको त हाम्रो त हजुरबाहरू हो नि त एट द्याट एज हो नि त अब अलिकति यङ मान्छेले कामसँग गरेको बे कराउनु हुन्थ्यो त्यो गर्नु हुन्थ्यो होइन एउटा प्रेसर दिन मिल्थ्यो नि त खोइ 10वटा मोजा 20वटा मोजा चाहियो मलाई आज भनेर आइपुरा हुन्छ नि त्यो गर्नु मिल्थ्यो आई डोन्ट नो होइन तर एज अ कम्पनी वाइज वेन आर वर्किङ आइएम स्योर दे आर लट अफ द बााउन्ड्रिज द्याट यु हेभ टु सेट वाइल डिलिङ विथ सर्टेन पिपल क्या अब कहिले काहीँ त इमोसनल कहिले काहीँ हुन्छ नि रिस उठ्छ नि त कहिले काहीँ होला आइएम अज्युमिङ है किनभने बिजनेसमा त्यस्तो हुन्छ नि त होइन देयर इज नो प्रपर सेल्स नट ह्यापनिङ त्यो एउटा डिमान्डलाई फुल्फिल गर्न सकेन मेबी वाट एभर राइट सो यस्तो टाइममा त्यो एउटा इमोसनल इन्स्टेबिलिटी बेला भन्ने कि हुन्छ नि त्यो अलिक डाउन बेला इज दे वाज काइन्ड अफ एनी रक बटम हुन्छ नि यस्तो एज इन्डिभिजुअल लेभलमा है सो वाज एन्ड हाउ डिड यु लाइक हाउ आर यु कोपिङ विथ इट or how did you cope with that rock bottom?
So first of all, thank God I've never experienced rock bottom with Augies, you know, and I hope we don't. Yeah, because it's always been very hopeful, enthusiastic, and with hamro products panuki podcast panu everything everything has been well received, you know. So bro kuni markets haruma sales kam थियो. I don't think that was rock bottom, like rock bottom bhanere we've never had. And the idea about like the Augies ko concept is quite different. We're a social enterprise, and of course hamro model and hamro vision is to be a self-sustaining organization, and we're working towards that. Product wise चाहिँ कस्तो भने हाम्रो आइडिया नै त्यो होइन कि we mass produce, and we cannot. We value hamro makers, their time, their effort, and what they produce are exclusive, and then उहाँहरुको production नै mass हुँदैन, because idea is for them to continue making, हुन्छ नि उहाँहरूको काम भइराखोस् भन्ने हो होइन. अनि हाम्रो कति मेकर्सहरू त वी सोल्ड आउट उहाँहरूको सामानहरू बिस्तारै बनाउँछ, अनि we've never really pressured them, like never. अनि कस्तो भन्छ भने अर्डर आउँदाखेरि पनि we first ask them यति आएको छ सक्नुहुन्छ कि हुँदैन होइन, अनि कति टाइम लाग्छ, अनि उहाँहरूको टाइम अनुसार we deal with the customers. अनि अहिलेसम्म we're very lucky that all the customers we've had, they're happy to wait because they know what they're waiting for, and it's worth it भनेर होइन. So the idea behind is to basically focus on the makers उहाँहरूको well-being, for them to basically keep making. So that's our model, and we are like slowly, gradually working towards that. It's a slow, gradual growth business.
Sorry, कति भयो?
1.5, a little over 1.5. 1.5 years.
Startup is a very
exactly, and it's a growing, slow growing too. Sector यस्तो छ when you talk about social enterprise, it's not like a production. It's not a mass production, or it's not like a profit oriented. It's a social enterprise with a social impact objective and a mission, and so it's a gradual growing business, and we want it to grow slowly and gradually.
But how do you deal individually? How do you deal with this one? Like, do you talk with someone? You write? How do you like mentally?
Whenever we have,
I'm asking as an individual level, not as a company point. At individual level, there's a down feeling. So how do you like come over that one? Do you write? Do you talk with other people?
So
do you talk with other co-founders to custody one?
Right. So whenever we have a doubt, or I have a question, or a confusion, I first of all I discuss with my co-founder, Bursarth, my husband, my sister Irina. We discuss about this, and we come up with a solution. And if needed, we also talk to our makers, or talk to our well-wishers or supporters that we have. So it's co-founders and then people around. So when you have a good team, when you have a good support system, and when you have good people, well-wishers, because Augies, it's been very well received. People really like it, and we've received so much love. So whenever we go out and seek any suggestions and all, we get really genuine support, and we're really thankful for that.
The product should.
किनभने Augiesको प्रोडक्टमा माया छ नि.
Exactly. There's a lot of maya, there's a lot of experience, everything, genuine feeling.
धेरै खुसी लाग्यो तपाईलाई भेटेर.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
अनि with this we end our episode. एकदमै रमाइलो लाग्यो.
धन्यवाद.
खुसी पनि लाग्यो तपाईलाई.
I really love to meet all those Augies. बसेर एकछिन कुरा गर्नु मन छ.
Yeah, please. And please do support.
Sure.
Yes, of course. On that note, please subscribe to us. Also go to blinkventures.com And also go give a listen to Ajji's podcast.
Yeah, and you can also go to our website
And buy some
ajjisproducts.org.
Ajji's
Yeah,
okay.
buy products, like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, everything.
.org, Ajji's products. .org. Okay, then thank you so much for listening.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you Shambhavi for bringing her to us. And okay, then it's a wrap. Bye bye.
Bye bye.